All right, how the heck are we going to start this one off? It's got to be an April pun. April showers brings May sweat. Because we're sweating it out, waiting for a real update. Might be a little gross for people. April showers brings May tears. It's still wet. It's less gross. It's kind of sad. April showers brings May. Like, that's the truth. It brings May. Like, we may get an update. We may not get an update. But we're sure as heck getting May. My friends, my good people, lovers, dreamers, you and me, it's time for yet again another excellent episode of our monthly Nook's Almanac, this time for May. A heavenly month that comes after April. You know, April showers brings May. It does. And we're going to be talking and sharing with you all the updates, the NPCs, the events, the characters, the cool seasonal events, items, new fish, bugs, deep-sea creatures, and DIY for the North and the South, the Northern Hemisphere, the Southern Hemisphere. All y'all players matter to me, and that's why this video is the place to be. We do them every month, and they're always awesome, so buckle up, grab your popcorn. That dude just left. We haven't even started the video. Today's video is brought to you by Lexar. And kind of by me too, because Lexar and I have teamed up for something super cool. Lexar just released their Play card, which is a fantastic memory card specifically targeted at Nintendo Switch owners to help you save all your games. And with E3 right around the corner, Nintendo poised to announce a ton of fun stuff for the rest of 2021, you're gonna need a place to store it. You're gonna need a place to save it. And I want you to save this date. Friday, April 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now click the link in the description down below to bookmark the page so you can join me, Lexar, and Bydig for an awesome live stream where we'll be giving away some of these play cards, answering your questions, and talking everything Nintendo Switch. Click the link in the description down below so you don't miss out, and maybe you'll walk away with one of these awesome play cards to power your Switch in 2021. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Make sure to smash that like button if you're going to be playing ACNH in May. And let me know in the comments down below what you're looking forward to most. It's a very interesting month. I feel like April was one of the coolest months of the year, and it culminated with an update. An update of darkness. Okay, let's just be blunt about it. This update, it was dictionary definition update, but it was hard to swallow. And so it leaves us with a May that may be many things, but there is definitely a sense of something is amiss in the AC universe right about now, and I am determined to not only squash that, but bring you guys the goods, the joy, the positivity. So let's get right into it. There's a lot to discuss, and it kicks off with something I always like to talk about, which is the big events. There are two big events this month, and it's kind of the highlights of this month. We'll talk about what could be coming a little bit later on, but May Day is coming. Well, it's here. April 29th to May 7th this year, you can use your May Day ticket and go on an adventure through a maze and find Rover for a prize. Now, if you are a brand new player, you're going to get a briefcase. If you participated in May Day last year, you're going to get a photo of Rover. It's a fantastic maze, more challenging than the 2020 counterpart, and I really like that it's basically an escape room in Animal Crossing. I think this is the unsung hero of events. I think this is one of the secret best holidays in the entire game. So make sure you do it. You got one shot, one opportunity. Once you leave the island, that's it. So make sure you get all the way through, and you can check out my video if you want to see how to make it happen. We also have International Museum Day, which is a complete yin-yang to May Day. It might be the worst event in the game. This is May 18th to May 31st, and you walk around collecting stamps. You don't have to do anything except press the button. You don't have to have art in the art gallery. You don't have to have fossils in the fossil gallery. You don't have to even have bugs. I mean, they added the art gallery stamp rally this year, so now you can acquire an art plaque, whereas before you could only get the other ones, the fossils, the bugs, and the marine life. So yay for a new item, but they're pretty boring items to be honest. And this event, we were hopeful that it would get an update that would coincide with a museum upgrade, but it didn't. And I'm honestly surprised Museum Day is still a thing for 2 whole weeks. Like, yes, for the museum getting some love, but this event feels like it's targeted at like 4-year-olds. And I wish the items, the rewards were a bit better. Now, Chai has been drinking the Kool-Aid of Update 2.0 and new NPCs and new characters. And I'll be blunt with you. May is one of the weirdest months of the year for AC because there's no NPCs arriving. There's no major holiday that brings anyone cool on board the island. And as of right now, we don't have a big update bringing anything substantial. Now, E3 is going to be very interesting, very important, and very exciting, I believe, in some capacity, whether it's Amiibo Cards, 2.0, paid DLC, but that's not till the middle of June. So what could May bring? Well, May could bring an update. And I know that sounds crazy, and I'm not betting on it. Like, I give us a 20% chance. The only reason I'll say this is because every single month has had an update. Now, the counterpoint is that every single month also has not laid out the seasonal events as well as May has. So if we start to look, May has laid out all the seasonal events into June, into July, and even into August, which makes me think maybe there's not going to be an update in May, even though there has been an update every single month of 2021. January, February, March, April, they've done it. Blog post or trailer, they've brought it our way. But we do have Children's Day, April 28th and May 5th. This thing is already underway, but make sure you go check the terminal for some seasonal gear. It's really awesome. You've got these cart banners, which I love. Possibly my favorite item in the game. They're so good. Sucking air and flying on the big pole of freedom. I think they're fantastic. They go great in my water park. And you can get the newsprint hat, which I think is a really nice hat. I'm wearing it right now. This is a really fun one. And I do appreciate that Nintendo and Animal Crossing are adding more seasonal events. They're modifying the seasonal events. And they're really doing a good job at making sure that if you're a second-year player, you can still have fun with what they bring. Like, that is a sexy item. Whew! I'm blushing. That's beautiful. That's brilliant. Oh, anyhow. I like that they're doing that. It feels like it's not enough because they've got other issues like, hey, where are the new features and all the things we've wanted? But they're doing a great job at keeping these events rolling. And that's why Mother's Day comes on May 1st and May 31st. But this year it has a new. It's got carnations to go along with the thank you mug. And the carnations are actually really pretty. Now, 1.10 was a bit of a blah, but it did bring some sweet items like the cart banner, the nuptial bells, which aren't until June, so hold your horses. The carnations right here are quite lovely. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. We also got that big cheese over here, as well as quite a few other things. There's the art plaque that I mentioned from International Museum Day. A lot of these will not be available until June and even July. There's Rover's photo from May Day, and there is some awesome stuff for Dad's Day, aka Father's Day, but that's not happening. What is happening, though, is Cheese Day. May 22nd to May 31st, you can get your dairy products on. I'm lactose intolerant, so this day is offensive. But it's actually kind of cute. I really like the cheese wheel, and I know that the cheese wheel kind of became the symbol of this month, the symbol of this update, because what else were you supposed to attach onto? I mean, I would attach onto this pole like the carp did. It's serving them well. Three brothers just hanging out. Me, myself, and I love it a lot, and I'm really a big fan. But the cheese wheel kind of got all of the steam, if you will. Don't steam your cheese though. Hot, smelly cheese. The Stinky Cheese Man. It's a great book. You guys should check it out. We also have nothing new in terms of DIY for the North, but this is all about equality, and I love all y'all. So the Southern Hemisphere players, you guys are in for a treat. You're in for the best item set that the seasons can provide. May is the last month of spring, so Northern Hemisphere players, you got to get ready for summer and all the hot stuff coming our way. But Southern Hemisphere players, you about to get down in the DMs with some shrooms, because the mush lamp, the mush low stool, the mush parasol, the mush partition, the table, the umbrella, the wand, the wreath, the log, you guys got some of the coolest ones. This is going to be May for you guys, so get after it. Harvest those flat mushrooms, those skinny mushrooms, and what's the other kinds? Flat, skinny, and round mushroom. You're going to find them at the base of trees, and they are really, really awesome. You can also get forest wall, forest flooring, and the mush wall. Now, for you Northern Hemisphere players that maybe just got the game, you're going to have to wait till November in order to acquire this kind of stuff. But these are really nice. Now, some of the rare mushrooms don't appear in front of the trees. They actually appear underground. But the mush lamp is one of the best items in the game. And just the entire set, it's big, it's bold. It has a lot of flair and pizzazz. So if you're looking to modify your island, this might be a great way, those of you in the Southern Hemisphere. And Northern Hemisphere, feel free to pull your mushrooms back out, okay? It's spring. April showers lead to May mushrooms. That sounds That makes sense. Now, I know you guys hashtag trust SwitchForce, so if I had to predict, I would say May does not get an update, and instead we're waiting till the week of E3. And I think there's 3 options that could happen then. New Amiibo cards, a new update, or Zelda Villagers. But we'll touch on that in a future video. It's not June yet, so let's get to the old Critterpedia. I feel like I'm getting older whenever I talk about the Critterpedia. Oh, that voice just, gosh, I didn't know I had it in me. But May has quite a few fun things in it. Great Purple Emperor, this is for the North, we'll start there. Queen Alexandria's Birdwing, oh, the fancy flapper, the banded dragonfly, the pond scare, the diving beetle, the violent beetle, the Roselia Batesi beetle, and the scorpion. Coming back hot, all right? Scorpion is the big catch at 8K, but the banded dragonfly and Queen Alexandria are nice creatures, and they do have quite a bit of cash on them. Now, for the North, we're losing the mole cricket. Toodaloo. The South is getting the damselfly, the mole cricket, and the tarantula. Big spider. I'm afraid of spiders. I was thinking about all the spiders in the world. 8 legs all over me. It's not okay. You'd have to have 4 humans stand on you to equal that, and that's just disgusting. I don't want 4 people standing on me, and I sure don't even want 1 spider. Now, the South is losing the monarch butterfly, the long locust, the migratory locust, the rice grasshopper, the cricket, the mantis, the orchid mantis, the violent beetle, the walking stick, and the flea. So get ready for shrooms and get ready to get rid of all of this stuff. You're gonna have to do some landscaping, some grounds management, okay? Some extermination of the fleas and the crickets and the mantis and all that kind of stuff to clear the way for a beautiful island design. Now, in terms of the fish, the Northern Hemisphere is getting the frog, one of my favorite guys, the catfish, the nibblefish, the angelfish, the beta, the rainbow fish, the giant trevally, and the mahi-mahi. The mahi-mahi is a delicious fish, and it's quite large, at the pier all day for 6,000 bells. Now, the North is losing a few fish, the loach, the golden trout, and the oarfish. Now, that golden trout is great, so make sure you get after it, okay? It's at the cliff tops, rivers, medium to small, 4 p.m. to 9 a.m. It is a tough catch, but it is going to be worth it. 4 of them is 60,000 bells, and that's a lot of money that you can start saving for the summer. Now, in terms of the South, they're getting the bitterling, the blowfish, the tuna, the blue marlin, and the football fish. Been watching the NFL draft. Football fish, you don't really look like a football fish, but I mean, hey, the blue marlin, he's a blue. I like him. 10,000, that's a big catch and a nice one for the Southern Hemisphere. And they're saying goodbye to the cherry salmon, the char, the golden trout, the mitten crab, the guppy, the neon tetra, the seahorse, the zebra turkeyfish, the barred, knifejaw, and the ray. Now remember, these are still all there in May, so get after them. They will be gone once the summer rolls around. Now, one thing I'd hoped for this summer was an update to Pascal's Play Place. You know, the guy that helps you with the deep sea creatures, provides some nice items, the mermaid set, and now means a whole lot less because we've acquired everything. Nintendo didn't feel the same. They did not update the deep sea creatures at all, but we do have sea urchin, slate pencil urchin, the gigas giant clam, the vampire squid, and the spotted garden eel. Told you there was darkness in May. The eel arriving 15K and 10K from that vamp and that gigas. Good price points. Saying toodaloo to the turban shell, the umbrella octopus, and the Dungeness crab, which is horrifying. Crabs with long legs. Not a fan. The Southern Hemisphere is saying hello to the sea cucumber, the sea pig, the Dungeness crab, the snow crab, and the red king crab, getting really, really cranky with it. And saying goodbye to the chambered nautilus and the spotted garden eel. That sea pig is a nice catch. It's very fast and small, though, but it will provide you with double-digit thousands of bells. So that's it for all of the creatures. I really think a creature update would be darn charming. I think it'd be so nice and nifty, and I think it would just provide more hours of play. And it would really be fitting because they've added DIY, they've added items, they've added events. They ain't added critters, and I would like some more creepy crawlies to spook me on a Saturday night. Now, May has a few fun events. May Day is quite great, honestly, and we do have Children's Day, which provides some freaking sweet items. Mother's Day is important, and Cheese Day is just goofy. But I'll be honest, it is a lackluster month. It's an empty one. And last May was similarly empty because there aren't new DIY for the Northern Hemisphere and there aren't new NPCs, but it felt like there was because the game just started. And so even though May doesn't have a whole lot in terms of events, there's no tournaments, there's not really anything to write home about, unless it's Mother's Day, we were kind of covered up by the fact that Leaf and Red just arrived, AC was brand new, and there was still so much to do, and we were still unlocking aspects of the game. Many of us didn't even have terraforming at that point in time. We definitely didn't have Rilla. Not sure that's a good thing or bad thing, but June should really start to heat up. So I'm looking forward to next month's Almanac being a bit spicier. Right now, enjoy May. It's probably a great time to get your island prepped for summer. It's probably a great time to rework things and reorganize and redesign if you'd like. Maybe implement some new ideas and new themes. Maybe build a water park like I am. But it's definitely a good time to smash that like button and let me know in the comments down below your most excited part of May or the thing that you are most disappointed about in May. Either way, sound off. Let's hear from you. I love you guys. Make sure to check out my live stream on Friday. Check out that Lexar play card and make sure to stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful we get to share every month together. Time and time again. It just don't end. Me, you, AC updates. They do bring them, even if they're kind of lame. But I'm hopeful that the next one is big based on the data mine that we did see recently. And should be good. Right, Rilla? She agrees. I agree. Let's have a great day. Until next time, everybody. Thanks again. SwitchForce out.